Alright, here we go. Welcome to stream. The road trip day 2. Heading back to Wisconsin from, I was in Virginia yesterday. And we've got, I don't know, 6-7 hours left possibly before we get there. Figure let's go live for a while. I'm on the way to Indianapolis right now. We get around that. That's our next city, major city we're going to get by. So I figure, let's get there. And then, oh, there we go. Road bingo, that would have been a point, I think. Pretty sure it would have been. We'll have to figure out the rules for road bingo. I don't know what they are at the moment. Dig them up as we go along, maybe. So let's get on. We've got a ways to go before we get to Indianapolis, about an hour. We'll get around Indianapolis and head toward Bloomington, Illinois. So we're going to have somewhere around 5-6 hours to at least yet before we get there. And we'll see what we run into. Who knows? And who knows what we'll see, too. That's for sure. You never know. Don't forget, leave a like. Enjoy the road trip. We'll see if we see anything worth stopping at. I did stop at the Antique Malls back in Springfield, Ohio about an hour ago. Did a quick run through there. So, see what happens. I don't know if we're going to stop anywhere up ahead, but never say never. That's for sure. Not seeing much color. Fall has pretty much left the building in this area. Got lucky last night driving through Virginia and West Virginia in the mountains with some sun coming out later in the day, so that was good. It's always good. So we'll see what happens here. How far away? Oh, I think the border's coming up. Alright, Indiana's in the end of Ohio. And we'll hit the Indiana border shortly. I think that'll put us about 50 miles from Indianapolis. You'll know as we get there and people are speeding around like lunatics. Seems to always be the case. Let's see here. The truck out of the way. Alright, off and running, as I say. I like that. Alright, gas. What's gas? $3.44. Jeez, it's almost 40 cents a gallon more. Must be in Indiana. There's the fireworks building. There's the new signs he did. Oh, what's some lights that falls over? There you go. Camera, stay up. I double dog area. Of course, this road, too, is bumpier than hell. Ohio has spent the last few years getting their road put together a little bit. Which is nice. And nice Indiana decided to do that, too. All right. we're going to run into construction once we get over to the Indianapolis area. $71 miles till we get there. All right. Meantime, let's get cruise control running. Ooh, antique one. Good time today for that one. I've already made my one stop. Just gonna have to, during the week, take 2 or 3 days. Do it from here. Get on the road and come down here, and then head over to Ohio. Although disappointed with the one in Ohio. I most definitely am. I love that place. A lot of people there. But the prices are, the new owners have kind of messed it up a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens going forward. So we're 70 miles away from Indianapolis. And then after we get through that, we'll be heading toward Bloomington, Illinois. And then we'll hang a right and go north to the cold weather of Wisconsin. The temperatures are down to 53 degrees now. So we're down about, I don't know, 15 degrees when we started this morning. So definitely seeing that. Seeing that weather change. Looking for some fall color anywhere left. Without any sun though, it's really hard to see anything. Now I'll get in focus. I'm heading to Wisconsin actually. I was on the East Coast working in Jersey and in Virginia. I was in Virginia yesterday, and now I'm going to be heading up to southern Wisconsin, where, from what I've heard, it's going to be in the high 20s tonight. Winter's coming a little too early. But then again, North Dakota had they had blizzards earlier in the week. One of the storm chasers, Vince, was in North Dakota, I think Wednesday and Thursday, and he has between 6 and 12 inches of snow. So, yep, that way it's getting a little chilly. That's for sure. So we're checking gas prices, seeing what gas prices are like. It was what did I pay? I paid $3.13, something like that. And then when we got to Columbus, Ohio, there was, a few weeks ago, there were gas wars going on. And gas was $2.99. But last week when I came back through there, when I was heading east, gas was back like $3.15 or whatever, $3.20. Now this morning, an hour and a half ago, whenever I went through there, it's $2.89. So I guess the gas wars between them and the new Sheets station across the street from them are back on again. So, I don't know. I think it's interesting. And gas here I just saw was $3.47, I think. So, I'm going to be curious to see what it is as I go through Indiana and then get to Illinois. Pennsylvania so far was the highest I've seen anywhere. I believe it was $3.79, which is crazy. I mean, hell, $3.09 is crazy. Yeah, I should be down around $2, but we won't even get into that conversation. So, we'll see what happens. Don't forget, folks, if you're enjoying yourself and behaving yourself, don't forget to like the stream. Thanks for the like. Coming up right there. You'll be curious, we had some rain earlier. Oh, the camera's moving. I thought it was big time at the gate. My camera was sitting still. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Alright, gas price check. Let's see what's going on up here. $3.89 334. Huh. Both of them gone to pieces. Things are looking awfully dark. What the fuck is that? Alright, where are we here? Antique Mall. Where is that at? Centerville. 10 to 6, 7 days a week. Centerville, Indiana. There's the engine. $3.23 from. But considering where Indiana was a few weeks ago, that's actually down. So, won't bitch too much about that. Alright. I-70 heading westbound toward Indianapolis. This is where we are. It's the rumor. That must be true. God, this road is horrible. But I dread the day they start repairing it. Miles to Indy. This car has an issue. Well, it's a rental car, but only about had 8,000 miles when I started the trip. It's got 10,600 now. Thank God for unlimited driving. Take that when you can. 3 hours and 30 minutes till we get to Bloomington. Then we'll hang our righteous. And Oh, in a different time zone too, so that'll be good. What is Illinois doing with their money for this road? It's a hell of a question, isn't it? Corn is still up. Let's let these peeps go by. That'll slow things down a tad. Now I remember why I take the Indiana Toll Road up north. Jeez. Bumpy a little. It's like I-78 in Pennsylvania does the same thing. Except there, one lane is garbage, the other one's fine. They'll figure that out. Miles until I get to Bloomington. Antique. The Cambridge exit. Antiquities. Boy, there's nothing much to see here as there was yesterday in the afternoon, that's for sure. Although I think live streaming that would have been a little tough. I don't think it would have had much of a signal going through the mountains, but it dropped a gazillion times. Ah, what's this billboard? Yo, Sith, how are ya? Yeah, I'm on the road. I was in Virginia working yesterday, and I got to Eastern Ohio last night, and I got up early, and I'm heading to Wisconsin right now. So that's the plan. I've got about 7 hours to go. That I am. When I used to live in California, I would go back and forth between San Francisco Bay Area and LA quite a bit. Then for a while I was commuting from SFO to New York. That was even nuttier. How are things your way? Hell, you're just getting up, aren't you? No, I guess it's 8 o'clock your time right now. I'm your first human contact. I feel sorry for you. Too bad you weren't here about an hour ago. I thought about you. Wait till you see one of the booths that I saw at an antique mall. It's pretty cool. I'm going to try to post it up tonight And also, actually, was thinking of you earlier in the week. I took a video. I'm going to try to put it up. I think I'll be back in Wisconsin probably 6, 7 o'clock. I saw something. I shot a quick video, so I might try to put it up tonight if I can before you stream. But when I saw this last antique mall, it was kind of wild. I hadn't seen a collection like this. It was some autographs, but it was actor and actress stars. And it was kind of cool. There's a Halloween piece that's in there that made me think of you guys. So I'm going to put that up. Right now I'm trying to avoid deer hunting with the front end of this rental car. Luckily, we've had the weather's been kind of conducive for making the deer hopefully stay in the bedded down. Because with running season, you know how that goes. We're going to have to catch up one day and talk about you going back and forth and me going back and forth, music and all that nonsense. So we got to make a point to do that. And I apologize again, I'm your first human contact for the day. May want to go back to bed and wake up again and go, oh, that was just a nightmare, okay. Well, right now, because you know, why would I have a real job? Yeah, I did music for a long time. Still do, actually, but it's a much different type of music now, as you'll hear on the YouTube stuff. So right now, I'm doing mostly part of what I do, or what makes me travel, is my photography business. So I'm back and forth, either doing events, corporate, headshots. Actually, I was in a barn in Maryland on, what day was that? Thursday in the afternoon. I was in Jersey in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I was down in Maryland in a barn doing headshots. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, you know, I've done a little bit of everything. I had my corporate life, but I also had my, never mind that, you're just hearing cameras going off. No, I had my corporate life, but I was still doing stuff, and then I finally got out of that and said I can't do that anymore. So, that's kind of the scoop there. That was an interesting shot. I wish I could have pulled off the road for that. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I think you and I had similar lines of work at one point for what you're doing. Because I too live on the phone back in my day, making phone calls, sales-wise. So, we may have a lot of similarities. And the good thing is I'll get back in time to watch your stream tonight. So that's good. Alright, where are we going here? Where are we going? Yeah, GPS. Trying to tell me to go through 38th Street in Indianapolis. I don't think so. I'm going up to Highway 32 and cutting across. Alright, what traffic grouping here? What's going on? What is going on here? Yeah, we did some of the same type of work. How about that? Thanks, Trev. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, actually, we were so busy trying to get signed half the time, and I did radio a long time before that. I guess not that long before that, so interesting times for sure. I don't, the name Brian Rohan ring any bells to you? That's someone we were working with to help get signed at Capitol, I think it was at the time. Appreciate you guys coming by and saying hi. Very cool. As long as we don't have any deer come by and say cool. Boy, those are some tire tracks going off the road, weren't they? I went through Columbus, Ohio about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago now, to count my time at the antique mall. Yes, I have heard of her. Very, very much so. I have heard of her for sure. The infamous Morgan. Yeah. I tell you, she made baseball fun for a while there. That was good. And people played along with it, which was very cool too. I go through, depending on where I'm going, I have a couple ways I go out east. And now that winter's here, it might be a third time. I go up through Cleveland and down, or all that other stuff. You didn't know she was your aunt. Well, funny how all that comes to be, doesn't it? You just don't know what's happening. Well, here, this will make you jealous, Seth. Gas is $3.29 for unleaded. I'm guessing, I'm not sure exactly where you are in LA, what part of LA, but it's got to be at least $5.50 or maybe even $6, depending on where you are down there. I know that Bay Area was always horrible. How funny, though, that she happens to be your aunt. This is funny how stuff like that works out. Got it. Yeah. From that side of the business, I was in radio, so we got ripped off, and I didn't get a gold record for Van Halen, which I should have when we were in it. along with a lot of stations that didn't get a gold for helping break the first album. And then I was doing that and playing music. It was pretty humorous. But the Bay Area music scene was pretty wild in the 80s, and then we came down to LA and played. You know, we did the Whiskey, the Roxy, Troubadour, back in the crazy days. But mainly, we stayed in the Bay Area most of the time. Nice. That's great that you got it. Those, you know, and they can be elusive to get. You know, I was like, yes, hello, you know. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, we actually opened for Metallica at the Warfield Theater. Now, I want to see if that was 83, 84. That's when Monolith, we used to call ourselves the Yes of Heavy Metal. I was one of the few keyboardists doing heavy metal. Was pretty funny. But it was kind of like, get chicken wire up. Stuff being thrown at you. It's pretty funny. Wild scene with Metallica, Black Flag. Just that whole scene was crazy. You know, a lot of the bands rehearsed within 2 or 3 different rehearsal studio buildings. So there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. Yeah, the whole music scene is crazy. We were lucky in that we were one of the bands where actually, well, unfortunately I was managing it too at the time, but they knew that we would show up if we got called in for a gig, so they would call us, and sometimes like a day or two before the actual gig, and we were lucky. They knew we would show up, but they would pair us. Now, this is not with the metal band, this is with the rock band, and we would get called to go in. So one night we opened for Pablo Cruz, then we would open for LA Guns, right? How does that work? And then Robin Trower was an opening. We opened for him. But that's a whole nother story because that was a live show. So no sound check. We had to go blind. That was fun. Travels by Dirk. You think, Trev? Yep, so it was good. We had a great time. We did have a good time, and we get together once in a while and play when they come back out. So it's still good to do that. I'm still writing quite a bit, but stuff I'm writing completely different. Yeah, that music can be, well, I'm a huge Floyd guy, so that's Floyd, Alan Parsons, that kind of stuff. So I write a ton of stuff like that. Always have. My own chill music, I guess. So I've got a couple of things I'm going to work on when I get back home. Hey, pal, you want to stay in your own line? Or do I have to take out the pepperoni stick and smack you upside the head? Get over. Jeez Louise. Don't laugh, I actually have the pepperoni stick in the car. A little color there. I sure wish the sun was out a little bit. Well, I feel lucky there's no deer out, right? a little bit of color coming up on the side. It's just top half left. Got some going on over there on the side. Dead tire. Does that count as on our bingo game? If you have dead tire, mark it on your bingo card. Okay, what? No, that doesn't say anything. Been looking for a barn that had writing on it, but I have no idea where the hell it is. No idea. Hey Jason, I'm heading back to Wisconsin actually. Doing okay. Yeah, it was sports cards a little bit. I actually set up the channel in 2017 or 18. I still have the same ideas I had then. I have a couple other ideas I'm going to do. But that's kind of what got me more interested into it. And I was also working on other social media stuff. So that's what kind of took the channel and kind of started moving it a little bit. Any snowflakes? No, I left those in DC. Oh, wait, that was a joke. Actually, I don't have any snowflakes here. I won't have any when I get home. But when I hear that northern Wisconsin is expecting snow tonight. North Dakota got pounded 2 days ago. One of my colleagues was one of my storm chasers was actually in North Dakota in it. There were no tornadoes, so we went storm chasing with snow. North Dakota was getting 6 to 12 inches of snow. Yeah, well, there's a funny joke about that. I'm in DC quite a bit photographing. Ay, ay, ay. won't go there. Let's just say I'm not setting up any headshot sessions at the Ford Theater. Yeah, you know, actually gas prices right now are okay. I would think they'd be actually kind of taken off out of control with what's going on. But they're kind of hanging low at the moment. I've got to think it's either there's a ton of supply at the moment or they're being artificially held down. Yeah, 374, that's about what they were getting in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I believe it. We'll see what the supply, is like from our pals back over across the pond. Very curious to see what happens. Yeah, going to DC, I tell you, I'm in the area usually at least once a month, if not twice a month, depending. Sometimes I'm actually in the district, which that's a whole other story, and I do, unfortunately, run across the people that you see on the news from time to time. Yeah, I think so, Jason. I mean, what did I see the other day? What their prices now? What's going on? I mean, look at when eggs were $8.50 for 18 eggs. I want to see those chicken and Gucci with Gucci bags and stuff at that point, Now, I haven't seen that with silver, although I haven't paid attention lately, like in the last few weeks or so, but I know at one point, this is my thing with when they do the silver and gold ads. I figured, all right, they're advertising because there's so many ads going on, they've got a huge supply and they want to sell them. It's like anything else. We've got a huge supply, let's sell them high. And then when it dips, go back and buy them on the dip, buy them on the margins. Yeah, well, this is the thing, Jason. When I was at the antique mall, it was the same thing. I mean, prices were up a little bit for certain things. Now, I was at an antique mall in Pennsylvania, what day is this? Thursday, on the way down to Maryland, one that I've been to a couple times before. And their prices are pretty decent. I mean, there was one thing there, a Charles Dickens 75 plates, printed in 19, plates as in lithographs, different ones, printed in 1900. And it's limited edition, but they don't know the count. They're thinking maybe 1,000. But they're in great shape, really great shape. And they only wanted $140 for it. Does you have to go check out that channel, so if I didn't know that. There's what is the coin? There was another coin I think of once in a while that I watch. Oh my God, says, yeah, inflation is brutally your way. Absolutely. We had this, when I used to live in the Bay Area, it was the same thing. It was like whatever we're paying there is how much more. And even the East Coast is the same way. That's one of the reasons why I escaped in almost the end of 2019, because you could see things were getting a little wacky. I took off back to the Midwest for a while, and what a difference. I mean, food costs, gas, just, everything. Yep, agreed with that. So, there's a couple people in the Bitcoin community. What the hell, Alex, is that his name? But he's actually covers everything. He's more into the micro and the gaming crypto, but he's done pretty well. And isn't it interesting how that has taken off in the last, let's say, 3-4 weeks? And don't you think that is directly tied to what's going on right now? I think people are paying for certain things in a certain way. Let's just put it that way. I think they're using the crypto to pay for what they're acquiring to utilize. It's funny you say that. I tried buying Bitcoin $15 and just, I'm pretty good technical. It was just screwed up. I just couldn't figure out a decent way to get it. Yeah, Jason. This is the channel over there. It's Mind Ticks. I don't know if you've been there before, but if not, come join tonight at 11 Eastern. I'm going to stay awake. I'll try not drinking before then. See how that works out. Anybody know how far I am from Indy? I lost track of where I am. No, it wasn't easy at all. And the problem was, if you forgot your password, you got yourself locked out for a certain amount of time. Then if you tried a second time, it expanded that time. And if you missed, was it 4 or 5 times? It took you out years before you could get back to your wallet. It was insane. One of my Wall Street clients actually uses, not Bitcoin, but they use the blockchain. I mean, they're one of the first ones to actually do it. So I was trying to, yeah, it's one way to have a long-term hold, no kidding. You can't access it for 30 years. Damn. And you screw that one up, then you're really toast. But one of my clients has been using a blockchain for years already. So I was trying to get them to pay me back in 2017, I guess. I mean, they're paying me good for this event that I did. I go, pay me in Bitcoin. God, I wish they would have. Would have been great. But, you know, so it goes. I probably would have spent it on gear anyway, right? Hey Jason, things a little quieter up your way now that Maine has settled down after last night? What do you mean 55 mile an hour speed limit? Ah. I'm sure they do, but you know what? You don't know that stuff. You sell it when it's like other stuff. You know, I've sold things at the height. I've sold things below the height. Take the profit and move on. But yeah, you know, when you see how things have gone from 700 to, what's Bitcoin at right now today? Is it 34,000? I've kind of lost track the last couple of weeks. You know, at one point it was what, 70 or 65,000? Crazy. That kind of multiplier. It's exactly the case. You've got to pull the emotion out. And that goes with anything. Exactly. It's all about, you know, you get back in when you get back in. If you're still making a profit, that's, you know, even now, if people get back in at this price, let's say they put in $2,000, and it doubles again, well, then they at least made 100% on their money, or if it goes or whatever, you know. So you got to not look at the actual dollar amount, you have to look at the percentages, and that's where people lose track and stuff. Clear sailing for a little bit here, that's nice. Yep, exactly. I do the same thing with just about anything I do. It's like, alright. Calculate a risk. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. In business or anything else. At the end of the day, that is what it's about. And being manageable with it. Doesn't mean you win every time. You can't win every time. But you just kind of, you go with it. I mean, whether it's sports cards, whether it's comics, whether it's whatever you invest in, that's the way it goes. I mean, I bought a couple of old tobacco cards, actually, and I'm kind of trying to do the same thing. Buy a couple, sell a couple. Can't corner the market on it, but hey. And NFTs still have a long way to go yet. People haven't realized that. It's how they get tokenized is what's going to happen. What's it tied to? Yeah, this actually, at this antique mall that I was at, I made sure right after everything was shut down that I got there right after it reopened, like within a couple days. And this one booth had a ton of Gaudi cards and a ton of old boxing. I bought all of the old boxing, which was from 1910, I should have bought all the Gaudis because I got a really good price on the boxing. Kind of kicked myself about that one. But, you know, what are you going to do? Oops. Jeez. Come on, camera, stay where you need to go, pal. I'll be glad when this construction's done in Indianapolis. See if I can get this thing balanced back up here. There we go. That should hopefully take care of it for a bit. No, nothing was pre-slapped. I take that back. One of the Gaudis I did pick up was pre-slapped. I just sold that actually. When did I sell that? 2 weeks ago. The other ones are not pre-slapped. I did pick up a pre-slapped Jack Johnson horizontal card from and then I took a chance on one from California. This guy had a vertical version of him from the same set. And we weren't sure, either the seller or I were not sure whether it was trimmed or not. So I sent it into SGC, and I can't believe it came back graded a 3. And I actually had gotten it back, the day I got it back at a show in Illinois, and actually Ryan from, what's his channel? Breakout Cards. He actually picked up both my Jack Johnsons the next day. That pretty much completed the set. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Let me find a new thing to collect. I don't think I had the card back for 24 hours. I sold it. So that's how I collect sometimes. Like, okay, I got everything. Time to move on. Oh, you would really like the cards I have, the Kinney N222s. You ready? General. They're probably, I'm going to send them to get them slabbed. They're probably going to come back authentic because they were actually glued. If they come back authenticated, I don't care. It's great. You know, I call them rookie cards will work. So yeah, I picked up a General Lee and General Grant from the 1889 Kinney set tobacco cards. Now there's paper loss on the back of them because they were glued to the back of a steamer trunk. So if they come back authenticated, that's all I care about. I just picked up another copy of each, but they're blank backs. I'm a little worried. I'm not sure if they're in Gittner or if repos. So I'll send one of those in to see if I can get it verified either way. Yeah, I knew you'd like that because I like history stuff too. And I saw those, I had to snag them. Really? See, that's the cool stuff about it. You know, you look at stuff like that. It's amazing, some of that history. Yeah, I actually met someone, I'll tell you the joke someday, probably not live, who is actually the fourth? I don't know, it was her great uncle maybe? This booth. Historical. Talk about crazy. Yeah, if you go back, you'll actually see either, I don't think it might be a short, but there's actually a video where I show, I think it's probably a month or so ago, maybe. And yeah, historical wise, it's like that's why I like to go to these antique malls, because you'll find stuff you'd never see anywhere else. Also, East Coast wise, if you go to garage sales, you never know what you're going to see in some of these places. Oh, there you go, yeah. Because I like historical photos as well, especially being a photographer. But it's kind of crazy. Oh, the one thing I wanted to pick up when I was at the antique mall, but it got sold. This is one in Pennsylvania I was telling you about. They actually had 2 crystal decanters in a box. One had a hairline fracture, which is what kind of stopped me from buying it when I saw it a few months ago, because I wasn't sure how it traveled in the car to come back with me. But these boxes in the decanters were on a ship that crossed the Atlantic in the 1700s. Yeah, old books are definitely awesome for that. And of course, it's kind of funny. You look at them and go, okay, what slant do they have? Even those. I think they're more historically accurate than a lot of things. But where's my camera not cooperating here? Come on, pal. There we go. More better for the moment. So anyway, I thought, how great would it be to get those 2 liquor bottles, because they're crystals and they're heavy duty, from the 1700s coming across the Atlantic. Give those to Elon to put on one of the first missions to Mars. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? I'll let him figure out how to get them there in one piece. He's got nothing else to do. He can figure out how to get them there in one piece. 14 miles to Indianapolis. You hang around, you get to see downtown Indy real quick as I go around it. And books are really inexpensive right now. Yeah. It was all the rage. No doubt about it. Speed trap up ahead. Where? Am I going over the speed limit? I'm on cruise control. Did you? Yeah. Did you drive like a race car driver? I swear to God, sometimes when I'm here, it's insane. Unless you're trying for the race. I went to go photograph the race about 4 years ago. Oh my God. It took forever to go like 4 miles. It took like, I don't know, 3.5 hours. Well worth it once I got into the infield to go photograph. But what an insane crowd of 300,000 people. Did you really? Good old Bob and Tom. They're still around kicking. They're doing a good job of keeping that show moving. They really are. I was just listening to something that they were on. I forgot what it was. My radio show, I was just trying not to get fined from the FCC. Those were the days we actually had to go get a license. A third-class FCC license in order to broadcast. I'd like to know where my license is, which I still have. I checked my royalty statement a couple weeks ago and had a good laugh. I'm like, yeah, there'll be no check getting deposited this quarter. I think my YouTube check is going to beat my BMI check. And that's sad. Alright, I can't see a damn thing. There, much better. You know, I had that issue as well. I had to tell them, all right, you dopes. This is mine. Here's the number. Blah 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 blah. You were a cover band of yourself. I hate when I cover myself. Do I have to pay myself the royalty fee? Where did I had that problem somewhere else too. Actually, it's like, really? I gotta go get the reference number from B. Come on. Where the hell are we here? You know, for downtown and get an I-65 to head up toward Chicago. Only I'm not. I'm not dealing with that mess on a weekend. I deal with it on a weekday. Let's see here. Yeah, the ways before I hit downtown. I haven't hit 465 yet, huh? Alright. Yeah, you know, exactly that. I'll tell you a funny story about Chicago. When I was younger, in my radio days, I actually was a dead ringer for Bill Murray. So I was in town for a radio conference. And we went to some bar, restaurant. And we were sitting there for a bit, and people started coming up to me. So I decided, what the hell? I went to the piano and started doing a Bill Murray lounge act. Needless to say, I was asked to leave. But we had a good time. But yeah, you know, that's what I tell people now. I'm like, I'm not coming downtown to do any work. My eye. I'd rather drive to New Jersey than go downtown Chicago right now. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Restaurant definitely. I used to get stopped all the time. It was crazy. I'm like, the problem is, I did act like him a lot, which is probably not good. But oh well, it was pretty funny. $50 miles an hour, you're now 45. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go north of Indy, and then I'm cutting over to get on I-74 to head toward Bloomington, Illinois. Just because it's easy enough to go through across the avenues, but I don't feel like dealing with it. I kind of like this back road that I left the center of downtown Indy, or you might see it now actually. There you go. Beautiful downtown Indy. Who says I don't take anywhere? That's what I say. Oh, you're not going to take anywhere if I don't get in the right-hand lane. I'm going to miss my exit. This was all under construction the last couple of years. So if I had to come through here, this was a pain in the butt. Right now it's much better. Yeah. Whoa. Did I mention Indy? Someone thinks he's at the track. A double weave. All right, Richard, you get the pepperoni stick, and so do you, too. You pinhead. Give that guy the pepperoni stick and the weaver. There you get a much better view of downtown. Yeah, right? I know I did too. I'm like, what the hell? It's when I get to Indy, I swear. It's like, what is, everybody thinks they're at the race. I'm like, come on here. Now, mind you, I'm no slow-mo. I keep within, well, legally, till I don't get pulled over. But these people, whew, they're flying by. That guy was moving pretty quick. I'll have to make a short out of that. And this guy, you want to stay in a lane? Pick a lane. Are you picking your nose or are you picking a lane? I want to know. I'm not sure which is worse. Driving around DC when the traffic doesn't move at all. And driving with Richards doing crazy crap. Which you can get anywhere, but this place. If you want to know what the next businesses are, they're building these monster hospitals. There's one here in Indy, just they keep building and building this thing. It's like, oh, buy it. Kind of looks like a Doctor Who thing from the future. New Earth. I kind of lost track of road bingo now, but we can add Richard. If you have Richard on your bingo card, mark it. I'm going to have to come up with assorted bingo cards I can distribute before we start road trips. We start playing road bingo. One day, it was insane. Everything you could think of was happening. Would have filled it up probably in the first half hour. Huh? Someone behind me thinks he's Richard. I'll have to hold on. Okay, that's where I'm going. Highway 32 is where I'm heading to. Miles away. Cut across. Alright, Maryland, where you going, pal? I got the pepperoni sticker right here for anybody who cuts me off. I get smacked upside the head. Sun's coming out too. We might get a chance for some color once we get to I-74 if there's actually anything left. Alright. Person behind me rides my ass any closer, they're going to have to buy me a drink. Jesus. There we go. Sun. I actually see sun. I didn't think I'd see any today. Wasn't expecting to. Temperature's holding at 55 actually. Where's the bottom gonna fall out? I bet it's not gonna be until I get to Bloomington and start turning north toward Rockford. Just see. Alright, hopefully we're out of the craziness for a bit here. Once I get to the exit and cut across, we should be done with the craziness for the rest of the trip here. Which is, I don't know, what do I have left? 4.5 hours. It all depends whether I stop at the antique mall. I think I need to keep going, but you never know. I made one antique mall stop so far today, so I'm doing okay. Rolling here. Where are we at? North of Indiana. Thanks for coming along on the ride. We have another one probably coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm sure we already know what day it's going to be yet. Did I drop off again? Looks like I dropped off or something. Crazy. Beverage alert. Yeah, all of a sudden my thing came up and said, you're live. I'm like, yeah, that's good to know. I hate for it to go up and say you're dead. That would suck. Yeah, I really want to go back and shoot the India race again, but they have a way you can get into the race where you can actually pay to get a police escort. It's the only way I do it. Traffic to get in there is so horrible. It's just ridiculous. People actually were stopped on the road, would walk over to a whatever, bar, restaurant, whatever, to use the restrooms, and come back out in their car. Whoever's driving the car would only be 50 yards ahead. I mean, it was crazy. Photographing was very cool, and the crowd in the infield, very interesting. We'll call it that. Or maybe I should skip Indy and go to Daytona. Pick a different race. And I'm still kicking myself because I was supposed to be down at Starbase a couple of years ago, and I still haven't got my butt there. So now that Starbase has started really developing, it kind of bumps me out. So still want to get there and get a couple launches. I've done a couple for days. That's a beautiful shot of the truck I just took. Wonderful. And that. Traffic's behaving itself. That's a good thing. This house just got built. Let's build a nice big house right next to the interstate. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Exactly. You just kind of hang, and that's kind of the idea. It's kind of like hang out. Do whatever you need to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm not really driving. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm on autopilot. I'm going to see if I can get that video done and up, and I'll send it over to actually I'm going to post it. I'll do a short. I had a chance to check it. I think I shot it on, what day did I shoot it? Wednesday? Monday? I don't even know what day I shot it. It was in New Jersey actually at an LCS. And I saw this thing on the wall, and I went, oh, I know where that's gonna go. I know what he's at. Oh, that could be interesting for sure. Absolutely. Man, oh man. I call radio days D-A-Z-E. That's what it was. I was actually talking with someone a couple of weeks ago, back in the day. We were laughing at all the crap that was going on at those days. I was running a station, then I was also, on-air production, causing all kinds of trouble. I thought one night I was going to get fined from the FCC for sure. And I thought for sure. I was just waiting for a letter in the mail. You owe us $10,000. What are gas prices? $3.49 for unleaded, $4.29 for diesel credit. Alright, so it's better than what they were about a month ago when I came through here. Something is up though, because all of a sudden Illinois and Indiana have lowered their gas prices. They're staying low, like artificially. It's gotta be. Oh, the Gavin magazine, yeah, absolutely. Radio and records, yeah. Yeah, when I was putting ads in, what's the big one? When we were trying to hire people back in the day, and run ads in a magazine and try to find somebody. You just couldn't go steal anybody. Acquire people, talent. I still have some of my original air checks somewhere. I've got a whole box of reel-to-reels, and I've got my reel-to-reels too, so I've got to go find. I did find somebody last week actually has some, so I may have to go and grab one, even if I just get a decent one so I can convert it all over to digital before the tape doesn't work anymore. Back in the days of splicing tape with a razor blade. I was a wizard at that. Give me a blade and a block. I'll edit anything. Which is actually how I feel when I'm in Premiere. Like, oh yeah, this is just like the razor blade days, but different. That's a good idea. Just keep checking. You never know what you'll find. Yeah, I kept... Oh my god. I was freaking 17, I think, for that photo shoot, actually. And you can see the albums lined up in the vinyl box. So we're spinning records. It's hysterical. I'll have to see if I can find those. But I did an internship when I was in high school, actually, at a monster station in Chicago. You have to pay $40 for your own CD. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? But at least you were able to get a copy of it, so that's cool. But yeah, I interned actually when I was in high school at a 50,000 watt country and a western station in Chicago. It was hysterical. Back when I lived. It's pretty funny. And my yearbook, oh my God, the things they wrote in my yearbook, I can't show this to anybody. It was pretty funny. Moose alert on the trailer. Yeah, hey, you know what? You never know what will happen with anything. At least you're able to grab it. See, that's what some of the music that I have now, what also I'm going to do with a lot of my time lapses, I'm going to start putting those available so people can grab stuff for either soundtracks, stock footage for video stuff, especially the time lapses. There's a couple of them. In my spare time. Yeah. Scared to catalog everything I have to be recorded musically and then all my photography stuff. I don't even think how many thousands and thousands, maybe, I don't know, a couple 100,000 maybe images. And I had enough from the film days, not to mention digital. $2 billion recovered for our clients. Hey, can I be? I don't know, you can. What the hell? The bigger question is I've got to pay attention to that thing over here. Where's my exit? Ah, 5.1 miles yet. Oh, 2.7 miles. Good thing I took a look. Excuse me. $53 degrees. It's slowly moving. Better get my butt over here. Two miles to go. Chocolates. Exit now. Left 1 block. There's my exit, 140, and then we'll cut across. Ayahuasca? That can't be a name, can it? Best pay in India. Masonry. Ayahuasca. Alright. Oh, antique mall. Passing on the antique mall, getting off the exit. No cool railroad cars today. Let's see here. There we go. Get off and cross over the highway. Crawfordsville, Lebanon. White Castle. When's the last time I did White Castle? It's been a while. And why was my defroster on? Like, turn this down a little bit. Mac and Don Steakhouse to our right. Let's see. Arby's across the road. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, that sounds like a dancing place, doesn't it? You can Steak and Shake. Bring your singles. Bring your fives. Pay with Bitcoin. We don't care. Actually, I do take crypto for payment for my services, so that's another option. I tell them cash, check, credit card, crypto, PayPal, Venmo. Oh, shut up. Beefaroo. What are you doing? I'm going to Beefaroo for lunch. This is going to connect us with I-74, which will take me to Blue, Illinois. This road could be interesting. This is where I got the sunset last week, actually. That would have been a cool barn to get the sunset. That corn's in the way. Note to self. Or not. Let's hope this is not Deer Alley with all the corn still up. It's the only bad thing. The corn is still up. Out of the corn they come, you have no chance. Now we'll see if the signal holds up going across. Ooh, what do we got there? Yeah, this color is looking like Cancel Christmas. On his way out. Oh, good, that feels down. Alright. Note to all deer, stay in the damn fields. Do not come out. Steak does sound pretty good. I have to figure out what I'm doing when I get home. Figure out what the hell am I gonna do. There's a little color. And of course I have cars behind me. I hate when I'm If you have dead raccoon on the side of road, mark it off on your bingo card. should we go more? Or should we go more general and be critter? Alright. Yeah, look at that. These leaves are coming down. This tree is a week past peak. Let's see. See if I can figure out where I did the sunset last week. I think this is it right here. On the left-hand side of the road. Those awesome photos. Yep, that's where I was. Alright. That was one place I stopped, so I could safely get off the road. Timing was perfect. Get chickens chasing each other. Oh, that would have been a great video. Let's get chickens chasing each other. Spine chicks. Ay, 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 ay. Definitely past peak. Is that the farm? No, that's the other place I actually got from that side road. I got these buildings with the sun behind it. This is kind of a weird deal. You've got this school over here on the right. The school's right next to the cemetery, literally. We're going, what are we trying to say here? To junior and senior high school. That doesn't surprise me. It's going to stop. I'm going to turn here for a second. Just because. Look at that tree. There's a little bit of color here. Oh, there's a driveway. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping for. Alright. What did Edward Weston used to have to say as he got older? If you have to get out of your car, it's not worth shooting. That's a nice size. That tree is shaped pretty good. Yeah. That's it. Alright. Now let's see if we can get out of here. Close in the way. I guess I was going to make a U-turn here since it's not open anyway. No big deal. Yeah, we'll give you another shot of it dead on. Boy, the camera's pretty dark. You can kind of see it's there. That's some pretty good shots of it, so that's good. Back we go, hanger right. Just got 200 miles worth of gas in here. Let's get out of that truck. Here's a great investment property. Well, actually, someone bought the other building. Look at that. Alrighty then. Never say never. Yeah, right. New segment. Yikes. I have enough problems. Exactly all of it. Absolutely. Yeah, what channel? Put a segment together. I think it's called Road Finds or Ride With Me. That's what's Ride With Me. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this and put it into that list. That's the one. Since I'm on the road all the time. Came up with that a while ago. I was like, yeah, I just need to do it. Well, we got dead tire off the road to the right. If you have that on your bingo card, X that spot. It's been a pretty boring trip of stuff off the road. Usually there's all kinds of stuff. I remember if you're up in the Bay Area, oh my God, I used to drive around there, Bay Area. There'd be all kinds of stuff on the road. Either it was an 880 or it was on 880. You'd find washers, dryers, stoves, ladders, all kinds of crap. Dairyland Seed. All right. $12:36 Eastern, 9:36 Pacific, 5:36 UK time. Don't ask me what that's about, I have no idea. $51. It's going down. Glad I packed my warm clothes. The ride home, I figured it'd get, I think by the time I hit Wisconsin, it's going to be 35, excuse me, 36. I'm not editing that, I'm leaving it in. Spot the Belch. It's the other new segment. 10th caller to call in when you hear the belch wins a prize. Man, all this corn is still up. I can't believe it. Free second opinions anytime. Alright, let me see. Where is this? There's this antique store spine. Let's see, it's right. And it's long closed. I have no idea when it was open. Right coming up here in this corner. Stewart's Antiques. And it's still got crap in there. I want to know what's in there. Look at that. Right on the window. Just a ton of stuff. I would love to get in there and see what's there. There's got to be a ton of stuff. I don't know, sometime I might have to stop here and start talking to people, figuring out who owned it, see if there's any way to get in there and see. Now there's a little, catch this, there's more color on this side. What's going on with that? Not a ton, but there's a little bit at least. Let's see here. Truck and 2 or 3 cars. This road does not get a ton of traffic. If I can give way somewhere here, I might let these guys go by. There might be an outside chance we might see something. I don't know. Find a safe pullover where I'm not on someone's front door. Yeah. Could work, but I don't know. Survey says even if I wanted to take gravel photo, I'd definitely pull out for land. That works always. There's a little more color here than there was. Jesus, we're pretty risky. Let's see. By the time I find a pullover, I'll be at the interstate. I know how this is. I did say lightly dropped, but I know there. I didn't see that soon enough. Not right enough for all this truck behind me. Oh, he's got some color. Let's see what this. Yep, I'm to the interstate. I knew it. Oh well. Alright. Get an I-74 and start heading toward Bloomington, Illinois. What's that place? Yeah. Peoria, that's the direction I'm going, but not the destination. How are we doing on gas? Still 195 miles left. Alright, I-74 heading toward Bloomington, Illinois. I don't know how far away it is, probably 120 miles maybe. Not sure. See where we end up here. see, we're 34 miles from Illinois, give or take. That means time zone switch coming up too. That's a good thing. Should be a decent ride the rest of the way back as far as traffic goes. Knock on wood. Oh, speaking of wood, on a pallet. What do we have here? Gas prices. 249. And a flickering 4. I tell you, road bingo is boring today. Nothing out here to see. Sun. Hey, we might get a little color yet. That's gonna be quick. Yeah. We might get a tiny bit, but boy, a lot of these trees are history. Champagne. Yeah, we got a ways to go here. That's 72 miles, so that's about an hour. And, got a ways after that to Champagne, so, or to Champagne. To Bloomington. I know where I'm driving. Really, I do. Something to call. Yeah, these trees are pretty much toast. Some gold out there, yeah, that's about it. I think that's what we're going to see here. Clouds, it's hoping to see something, but nothing to write home about. Some days you get it, some days you don't. You just gotta keep checking. At least it's early afternoon. So that's good. End of construction. Good. Let's get rid of that horse trailer in front of me. See what the hell I'm driving to. Folks, there's a gas pedal in there. I swear to God there is. That's a new trailer. Come on, let's see the horses. No, not gonna get any visuals. That's an interesting way that's set up. 2 of them. Alright. Old style trailers, you get to see the horses at least. To see their ears. Where's the fun in that? Whoop. I gotta scoot on over. I got Mr. Eraser behind me here. Not as bad as Indy, but... I did not take that photo. Or the one on the left for color and color. That wasn't mine either. It's funny, I drive in different parts of the country and I'll see photos of, oh, I took that one. I took that one. I want residuals. This road, actually, a lot of times you will see eagles and hawks sitting on these posts. It's crazy. You have to keep an eye out. There's a little red. Let's see if we see any fowl out there today. Towns that start with W. Hey, thanks for hanging along there, Sith. We will see you this evening. I'm planning to be there tonight, so thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Good times. Enjoy the ride, I hope. Have a good afternoon. In your case, have a good morning yet. Color. Show me some color. Actually, it's getting warmer. When the hell is the bomb going to drop out? Probably when I get to Illinois. What do we got? 3 cars and a trailer. Add that to your bingo card. That's how boring it's getting with this bingo card today. There's nothing. With that, let's slow the rental chariot down a bit. Jeez Louise. This is quiet out here today. Crazy. I'm not complaining about it, just quiet day in a row, which is actually good after the getting around Indy. Let's take it easy. That's why I'm avoiding Chicago today. Let's take it easy a little bit here. We're not, since I got such an early start. Let's calm it all down. Yep. Up below us. People doing it my way. Come on. Move it along. Move it along. That's better. Somewhat. Side, got that one high. Let's get one right. Let's get one that's up there. Little. Oh, there we go. Down on the left. Put that on your bingo card. Those leaves are stripped. They are down for the count. I think that's, except for the things like that, I think that is what we're going to see. We're completely gone. Then we have some color over here, but these trees are pretty much called it too. Yep. Alright, I think I'm going to hang it up for a bit here. So thanks for coming along. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. I may fly back on here when I get on 39 or maybe before I get to Bloomington. So thanks for coming by. Have a great afternoon if you're on the correct time zone. It's 1:05 Eastern, 10:15 or 10:05 Pacific, 6:05